Welcome to another Volvo video, my 2003 XC90, and in this video I'm going to be fixing some upholstery. This is one of those problems I've had with the car since I bought it, and I think I'll just show you exactly what I mean. So it's this seat, and as you can tell, the upholstery split. It's just a stitching that's come out. So there's several ways of tackling. So I could either fix it myself, pay somebody to fix it, or replace it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this cover, this cover of this off the seat base. If I can get the leather out, and I can stitch it. I mean, I could try stitching it in situ, but I think it'd probably be easier to take the the leather off, the leather cover off, and stitch it up off the car. So I think that's going to be the way of going. Now, it's going to make my job easy if I can take this seat out. Now, if I remember right, there's a couple of bolts at the front. Yep, I can see them. And all this trim here needs to come off, and it should make things easy for getting the cover off. Now, I don't have to worry about electrics because I'm not disconnecting anything. I just loosening the seat. I'm not actually going to disconnect the electric, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'll get some tools out of the shed and get started. Pulling this trim off should be just a matter of lifting it up, and it slides out. So that's that side. And I think that's a 14mm bolt, and I just need to do the same on this side. That just lifts off. So that was a bit easier. And yeah, they look like 14mm bolts. So I'll probably have to get in with a small impact. So I've got my small impact. It's set to undo, and I was right. It is 14mm. So that's one out, and the other out. And now I'm not sure this seat should lift. It should be able to release it. I might have to unbolt it at the back. Yep. So I better slide this seat forwards. And then grab my impact before I forget, and then remove these. And I think they are the same. They should just lift out. There. Yep. I just thought there were two bolts up front, but I was wrong. You just lift these up, these plastic trims, undo the bolts, and that's the seat liberated. So better move me. I think I better move everything, move the impactor, move this little lot out of the way, keep them together. And these bolts have got Loctite. They've been Loctite, but it looks a bit red Loctite. Red, so you know it's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tip this seat backwards. So, and there's the connector. I don't need to. That should give me access to getting this leather cover off, or maybe not. But a bit more room to play with. let's have a look. So, yep, I think I'm going to have to do a bit more dismantling of the seat. So, I think I just need to... There's these seat controls here. These are for height adjustment. So, I need to lift them off. And yeah, there's more. I'm just having more thoughts about this. And I may well have to move this seat about a bit. I'll just put the camera down and I'll get in a better position. So getting these handles, it's quite simple. There's a tab there, just lever it, and it's, you know, there's like a hole where it engages. Just lever it, just pull it back enough, and then it just lifts off. And I'll do the same with that one, but quite easy to remove. Then I can remove this piece of trim. So I think I might be able to show this, removing this trim. I'll see if I can position you in a... Just show you guys, show how it's done. So I don't know whether you can see, there's a couple of tabs. I did think I did show it. If I didn't, just prise those two tabs. And same at the back. It should just unclip, and then we go and liberate that piece of trim. Unfortunately, this cover is secured by hog rings, so that does complicate things a little bit, but nothing some pliers won't fix. So let's have a look here. Yeah, it's just like a key ring, these hog rings. So if I just prise it apart, I might be able to free the seat cover. So I'm gonna just try to show you how I'm gonna open up one of these hog rings, and this might be easier said than done. I think I just need to prise it apart. There we go, get him with the trim tool. And I should be able to just need the needle nose and a prising tool. Yeah, I just use a trim tool, but you could use a flat bladed screwdriver. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get them all out cleanly. I may well have to do the stitching in situ, which may well, either way it's going to be a struggle in it, whatever I do, whether I try to get all these hog rings out or do something else. Or an easy way would be to cut all the hog rings off and then just use cable ties. I know that's been done before. That'd be one way around it. Cut all the hog rings off and just cable tie it. I mean, it would work. But I'm of the mindset of try to put it back to as it was. Just bend this back. So try I bend this one. See how I go with this one. I might decide to do something different. So that's one hog ring out, so I could probably get away with pulling all these hog rings out. In fact, I don't need to take them all out if I can pull it enough so I could peel it back. Then I could stitch it from behind without having to remove it completely. So that's another option. I'll just see how I go, see how many more of these hog rings I can get out. So I ended up taking the seat out. It was easy to disconnect everything, ignition's off, so I'm not too worried, but do this at your own risk. And the seat belt's held in by a, is it T50, so just makes the hog rings a bit easier to get to, so I'm not struggling as much bending down and stuff. So that's, I won't need to take them all off. I probably only need to do front and the side. I can peel the cover back off, and I should be able to stitch that from behind, from underneath. So I'll just pull the rest of these hog rings off and see how we get on. I've freed off the hog rings. Now some of them haven't taken off the leather completely, but that doesn't matter. But they're freed from the frame, so it should be a matter of pulling this leather back. So I'll get this seat turned round. I might even just place it back in car and just pull it out. So I'll get this placed back in and see if I can pull this seat cover off. So I've got the seat just placed back in. So the time for the moment of truth is going to come off. In theory, I should be able to peel this back. Careful. And I've found even more hog rings, so I'll just show you. There's a rail there, and there's more hog rings to get out, so I suppose I better liberate them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, so I'll pull them out and I should be able to pull this back enough to be able to stitch this. I just keep on finding more hog rings, because down here, I don't know if I can show it. Yeah, you can see there's a hog ring. There's like a bar along here, and a bar along here, and a bar along here. It's all held in by hog rings. So that's got me questioning whether I should continue trying to pull all these hog rings out and try liberate this. Decisions. I think I'll just try stitch it up as it is and then just put it all back together, because I'm gonna be here all night trying to get these hog rings out. It's an absolute pain in the arse, because there's one there, there's one in the middle, but I think I'm nearly there. I mean, I've got this far, so I think I'll just keep going. I seem to have dinted the leather there up. I haven't damaged it, so I'll just keep on going. So I've made the executive decision. I'm not going to go any further with trying to get all these hog rings out, so I've put those back in, and what I'll do is I'll stitch it up, and I'll just sort the rest of these hog rings out later on when I come to reassemble the seat. So find some suitable needle and cotton and get started. I end up taking hog rings out anyway, because there's no way I could stitch it from this side, but I should be able to get to it from here. So got my needle and cotton somewhere. I don't know where I've put it. Yeah, it's here. And I found some thread that looks like it'll match the seat, but it doesn't matter, it won't be seen. So should be able to get to it from behind and start stitching. I'll do that off camera. So I managed to get it stitched, but yeah, it was a bit loose at this end. So what I've had to do is I've had to take a pick under the I've got a big loop there where I've pulled it all loose. So I'll show you what I've done Just get under there, pull that through, tighten it up, just work my way along there, and hopefully it should hold. I might have to go, do a few runs at it, but I think that should do it. It's gonna be better than it was before, and it definitely won't be any worse. Right, I've got the stitching done, so I've got to go through the whole painstaking process of refitting all these hog rings. And again, I'm going to do that off camera, so I'll just get it done and come back to you when it's ready to be all buttoned up. So I've got everything buttoned up, and it's like I was never in here, and it looks a lot better than that unsightly gap. I don't know if it'll last, but we'll just see what happens. It's secured here, along here, and along there by hog rings, so it might hold up, it might not. Anyway, I'm calling that a confirmed fix and a successful repair. So, going to end the video here. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.